Hey, remember Attack of the Show? Well, now you're gonna remember Attack of the Doc. G4 holds a special place in my heart. I wasn't in high school or a college student watching it in a dorm somewhere. No, I had to watch the episodes a little bit after they came out because I was in the military at the time, and we would get the feed overseas a little late. Myself, along with a lot of my other fellow servicemen, watched the show and the channel as pure escapism. It sort of reminded us of what we were fighting for, but more so it let us know that the world was having fun, and we couldn't wait to get back to it. I think sometimes people forget about the military crowd demographic. We're just as big of fucking nerds as everybody else. Some people like TRL from MTV, but the people I hung out with, we like G4. Partially because MTV sucks my dong. So I was unbelievably excited when I heard Chris Gore first announce that he was making the doc. The Film Threat founder brings the energy and directs and produces a complete display of a time capsule that was Attack of the Show. The reenactments, the virtual reality segments are hilarious, along with a wonderful narrative musical performer. I watch Chris often on his YouTube channel so I can see the humor that he brings into this doc. I love the spontaneous vibe of the show. If someone fucked up live on camera, they would double down and make an entire bit out of that shit. They were a lot of firsts. Clearly the first sighting of Olivia Munn, who found her stride and later confidence to become an actress.
You know, you just said eat your pussy.
They were also pioneers, being the first ever TV show to broadcast from Comic-Con when Comic-Con was not cool. One could argue that G4 made it cool. Attack of the Doc really shows how G4 helped launch a bunch of other men's HD channels that were the big craze in the mid to late aughts. Channels like Mojo HD, which I actually was part of a group who pitched a show to that channel for. I loved the way they used to utilize the space in the small studio to make it look like a big TV network. I respected it so much because it was all just working with what you had and making genius out of it. And thank you to this documentary for once again giving us the Olivia Munn Slave Leia. I hadn't seen the Jon Favreau interviews in so long. His genuine love and gratitude for G4 when talking about Iron Man 2 was awesome. James Cameron straight up laying out Drunkle Ted. What the fuck? The Twitter wall was a major thing to bridge social media with television. Possibly one of the pioneers of that as well. I didn't know what the fuck Twitter was when that was on there. And I'm really glad that Chris had the fortitude to really lay out the weird, convoluted way that G4 was forced out of business. Companies, and someone doesn't like G4. Bam! I loved this doc so much. It brought me back to a time in my life where I still wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to do, but I knew what I liked and I knew what I loved. And G4 represented the fans. They always did. And it showed in the work, being one of the shows that actually took influence from the fans to make it what they love.
Lewis and Gilbert did not fight for our nerd rights for us to not get along with each other.
And it is interesting in retrospect when you look at clips of G4 TV and Attack of the Show, and you see how the YouTube space is utilized these days. Within the last 7 to 10 years, you could argue that everything has stemmed from how G4 operated. Attack of the Show made me happy, it made me forget when I needed to forget, and it made me okay to be a dork. This is the best documentary of the year so far, but the only thing missing is that the ending montage of influential and game-changing YouTube channels is a space for yours truly, Cinema Gold. Thank you everybody for watching. Click like and subscribe. Leave some comments in the comments section below. I'm Ben for Cinema Gold. Go see Attack of the Doc, streaming now. We drink your cinema.
I drink it up!
I'm skanking on the dance floor. I'm drunk off that Hennessy. I ain't sober. I don't mix with Coca-Cola or soda. But right now I'm on a roller. I take a look over my shoulder and I see this sexy thing. I think it's time to work my way over.